It makes a lot of sense. Version 1, Complexity, now facing an elimination from this bracket down in the lower round number 2. The winner will face off against NRG Gen G's winner. We got to get through this first. Let's see how it goes.
Beast Mode dropping 5 goals in the last round. That kind of got him going in this tournament. Finally getting some help for Daniel in losers round 1. Can he keep it going? Can version 1 keep their hopes alive? Or will Complexity head back to another major in this revival of a season after a disappointing end to the 22 season?
You can say a lot of things about V1. Also look at teams like Space Station, who kind of similar fashion, a revival, a new man brought onto the roster. And as these teams start to hit into high gear as spring comes around for the major, but also Worlds coming up, now is the time to catch a hot streak if you're a squad, knowing that Vitality and all the other likes exist on the other side of the field. But as we sit here, Complexity in V1 is going to be a tough one. Off the kickoff, it was already a quick shot from V1. Complexity did a nice job of recognizing the infield pass. You're already starting to see them cut up the lanes and force V1 to take these high challenges to burn boost.
Here goes AJG right at Beast Mode, who deals with that quite handily, but Daniel taken out behind the play. CRR will leave it for Razebull. Beast Mode caught him behind the attack, and a fortunate break for version 1 that Complexity was not able to get quickly onto that ball as CRR rolls it right at Daniel. He'll clear it down. Beast Mode again, way downfield, but Complexity have dealt with it so far. Razebull strafing across, and he won't opt for the pinch. He'll carry this, take the shot, just a little bit high. Beast Mode's got it.
I mean, that timing from V1 is insane. They gave Daniel a call to move that ball up into the goal line, and COM follows up completely in tandem to find a demo. They're working together in these small moments to pull Complexity off of their own goal line and to force them to get out of position when you have a follow-up from Beast Mode on the counterattack.
Well, Beast Mode continues to keep it rolling, just pick the defense apart, take what they give him. He's got the follow-up there, and version 1 strikes first. I think a lot of positives you take from that M80 series, and sure, you look at it and go, yeah, but it's M80 because they hadn't performed nearly as well as they did in the winter. They kind of look like a shell of their former selves, but there is still some work to be done defensively, and V1 did exactly that. Daniel off the crossbar, follow-up from Beast Mode, as again, version 1 has a defense petrified.
It's not just about the shot, it's about the placement. You have a commit from Razebull. AJG tries all he can, but not enough on the reset to get back out and fly out for the diving save. V1 are relentless. They are one of the best teams in North America at shots per game. They're going to put a flurry of them at your net. You have to meet the challenge. You can't just save 1 or 2 attempts. It's going to be consistent. Complexity have to be ready for that in this series.
AJG needs one more touch. He's got it, but nobody there to receive. Now Razebull high off the back wall, nobody else there, and cleared away again by version 1. Good win by AJG, but again, powered out. And CRR coming in. Last second touch goes right to Beast Mode. And the problem right now for Complexity is they're not completing passes. Version 1 is, as COM comes in and takes a rare shot. This goes to the corner, and yet again, version 1 has a team pinned deep in their own territory. AJG will at least get to the center line. That caught a weird deflection, and CRR might be able to play with this, and finally denied by Daniel. Follow up here, AJG with an open net.
Oh, it sneaks through, and that's what you want from Complexity. You want this cut down from CRR. You want him to fight for extra touches, and you want AJG in the elbow. This is what Complexity do so well. They keep 2 up at a time, and they do a great job of cutting into the rotation. You were already worried about Razebull at midfield. Don't worry, he has the back line covered. If they get a poke free, a long clear, Complexity will be there. And of course, it's AJG to score.
So 2 minutes here in game 1. Still plenty of game to go. And a chance for Complexity now to work out of their own zone, but they got to be very careful. That ball given away to Beast Mode, and if they do that again, they may be picking it out of their own net. Daniel against Razebull. At least moving forward for Complexity as COM dishes back to Beast Mode, and that's so well done by version 1. Not just giving away possession, working as a team and getting a goal out of it. Everybody shoots, everybody scores.
Beast Mode chip shot. Make that 3 goals today. We've seen where Beast Mode has just set up his teammates off of the opening defender getting cleared out. It is consistent physical pressure. Beast Mode converting those chip shots into open lanes. V1 with a 2-goal lead.
That is Calm's first goal since the first round in the upper bracket. Bounce back into the zone. It's Beast Mode. He's got Daniel in behind him, circling around, waiting to come up. Calm rotating back. Daniel can come in now, and he can dive towards the corner where this ball just given away. And yet again, Complexity playing with fire, almost asking to get burned here. Just over a minute remaining. Beast Mode, bring it to ground. Tried to pinch it past AJG, but it wasn't quite there. But still the lead by 2, though that was a little unfortunate. Beast Mode gave it away and almost got punished.
AJG met that challenge immediately and hit the pre-jump to save the pinch from going into his own net. You're going to have to make those reads and those pre-jumps onto V1 to keep them out of the second touches that they find so often. CRR looking for the infield, but that kind of ricochet only favors V1. It kills time off the clock with a 2-goal lead. If you're Complexity, you need to swing upfield, and you need it within the next 10 or so seconds.
Just dumping this right back through the corner. One-man wrecking crew, keeping Complexity at bay. This is given back towards Daniel, at least centered, but not when Complexity was ready for it. And that little disruption makes all the difference. CRR up the ladder against Calm, and then Razebull has to come in, and all he can do is sail one high, wide, and AJG's got to score here to give him a chance. CRR in off a deflection. It's a 1-goal game.
This is just a miss from V1. Daniel tries to wrap through the corner, overextends, AJG gets the catch, and Beast Mode just didn't get the angle. I think it was a depth perception problem. Regardless, Complexity finally find the infield pass they had worked for. One mistake for V1 leads way to a 3-2 game. Do Complexity have enough?
Well, very quickly across CRR. It was deflected by Daniel, and the clock hits 0 as the ball touches the ground. Version 1 hangs on. A spirited effort there at the end from Complexity, but not enough. A pair out of Beast Mode. Calm adds 1 that proves to ultimately be the game winner. And Version 1 on a bit of a win streak now. 4 games in a row as they fight for survival. And we look back at the Mobile One High Performance replay and see it was the Beast Mode show for V1. Looked like Complexity was gonna drag it back. They had a good kickoff there.
In V1. Leaf, are you still feeling confident about our predictions of Complexity? Because it looks like V1 are just on a tear right now through the lower bracket.
I picked M80 before. Why are you asking me anything?
You're the host!
Right, which means I don't have to be right.
I'm transforming back into a commentator for the game. Get out of my lobby. All right, Stacks. Let's talk about it. V1, off the kickoff, scored with Daniel. We had a quick pause. Now we're back. Quick being very liberal there. And here we go. Into it. Do V1 have enough to put the series up 2-0?
Having to sit here and listen to you, that pause felt like it lasted a day.
I'm so glad you're here with me.
Again, that makes one of us. AJG off the backboard, and Calm just let that go. Beast Mode was thrown off by it as well. Razebull finally takes a shot, and that somehow goes in. What?
All right. There you go, Complexity fans. Stop yapping. Pay attention. Razebull cuts in on the elbow. Perfect shot. I don't know really what more you could want other than maybe V1 getting a hand on the ball. But other than that, Complexity tie up the game.
That was bizarre. Okay, AJG tracking this. Daniel will dish it away. Razebull could have that waterfall down. He's got the read, and too quick from Complexity.
Oh, that's a bad touch from Daniel. He, instead of playing it to the sidewall, he tries to pop it up for Calm. I think it's just a miscommunication, and Razebull recognizes the mistake, immediately pounces and puts it away. Nice job by Complexity to jump off of this restart and get back in the game.
So Version 1 go from having a second goal disallowed and what would have been a 2-0 lead to giving up 2 quick goals off the restart. Now Daniel circling back around at midfield. Beast Mode still way downfield. CRR to Razebull, who scored 2 quickies here for Complexity. And now AJG up ahead. CRR couldn't quite run onto one. And Daniel will have plenty of time and space, which is usually deadly, but not this time. As Complexity bring it right back in. It's been renewed energy here from CRR and from Complexity after that lengthy pause. And now Razebull to the sky. He's got that read as well, and version 1 just can't get onto the other half of the field. CRR flip reset, and he'll score this one too!
Wow. It's just clinical. It's a textbook finish and a recovery from CRR. The reset, 2, double tap. There's a height requirement to put a hand up, and right now V1 are not meeting at 3-1 from complexity.
Well, both teams got to kind of scrim around a little bit during that pause, and while it was version 1 filling up the net in that little test lobby, it has been all complexity since. CRR needs a second touch, intercepted by Beast Mode. Version 1 got to get it going here. Calm shot right at AJG. And now Daniel quickly to the wall, can't get back on the ball. And it's AJG losing control of his own car. Chance now in front. Daniel off the post and crossbar and could not tuck it home.
Well, if you're V1, you want to keep numbers up here. You don't want to give complexity the space to get back on a counterattack. That's what Daniel recognizes, buying time as Beast Mode comes back off spawn. Calm now pushed up, pops it to his teammate. The give and go to Beast Mode. Leaves off on the reset and gives it to CRR. Certainly V1 thinking maybe about more holding on the defensive end, getting boost back and trying again, but the pressure a little bit too much right now as complexity start their press.
Oh, Rays Bull, good touch to roll one out to AJG, who hung in there and got the shot away before getting demolished. Now here's Daniel. Dancing through CRR, got through Rays Bull, only one more to beat. It drops down and Calm is there. At least had a look at the net, but AJG technically in the way. Now he's working quickly out of the zone. Complexity have turned this game around and potentially this series and their season. After the restart here, Daniel out of the zone, only as far as Rays Bull, and again, well played back to AJG. Complexity working great in tandem.
Yeah.
That pass didn't quite find its mark.
If you're going to play the back pass, you have to play it back into the lane quickly, and it was a quick pre-jump there from Rays Bull, so a nice job from Complexity. They recognized they had a split, like a fraction of a second to make that pass, and once they do, they push upfield. So they're working off of that tandem at midfield. They're working off of the grooves they've set, and they're starting to really vibe right now. But it's up to Daniel to slow it down, to force the pace of play back onto Complexity's head. So far, it's been all of the pressure from CRR and Rays Bull upfield. AJG's been very comfortable. Rays Bull's been playing through the corners, getting physical, and AJG comes up for these elbow shots that are so clean from Complexity, and it's 4-1.
Well, AJG joins the double digits club. That's his 10th here on the day. And that one just about puts this one out of reach. Complexity, 3-goal lead with only 45 to go. After struggling a bit, it's been all COL. AJG out of the corner again. He can just do no wrong here in this game.
Goodness.
Forbidden Temple, his home away from home. Rays Bull taking his time. Maybe trying to get a little too cute there, but you can afford to do that with a 3-goal lead with so little time left. CRR goes right through Calm, absolutely rinsed him, and the lead is 4.
It's graceful, it's elegant, it's Barishnikov from CRR. That's disgusting. The cherry on top of a masterful game 2 from Complexity.
Well, it had been all version 1 up to about the 32nd mark of this game. And then Complexity took over. Final countdown now at Forbidden Temple. DFH awaits with both teams tied at 1 game apiece and effectively a best of 3 to decide who gets to continue playing Rocket League this season. Complexity level the series.
Did V1 get the memo that the start continued, that we're back in this game? Because they were completely destroyed from Complexity. That is 5 unanswered goals non-stop. Rays Bull with 2, AJG with 2, CRR with 2. I mean, that's got to be a mathematical bug. It's insane what just happened from Complexity. Absolutely unreal.
Wow. So what a statement from Complexity as they bounce back. Leaf, a lot of chaos there and all around. What do you got for us?
So I got FaZe Clan Dignitas. I'll give it to you first. Is up match point for FaZe Clan right now. It's tied 0-0 in 2 minutes into the fourth game here. So Dignitas will have to look to win this one to bring it to game 5. And Gen.G NRG, I hate to be the one to announce it, but for the first time ever, Garrett G will not be attending a Rocket League Championship Series Worlds.
Wow.
Let that sink in for a moment as we look at that trophy at DFH Stadium, and we're back underway here between version 1 and Complexity. So much on the line here for both these squads. Not mathematically eliminated necessarily with a loss, but about as close to in the grave as one can be at this point. Was the winner to live to fight another day as CRR denied by Daniel. Beast Mode charging through the boost in the corner. And AJG will give way to RazeBull, who comes up. That's neutral. Back out towards CRR. Second touch needed. Got it central for RazeBull. Nothing there, though. Daniel with him the whole way. That demo behind the play, will it be crucial? No, it's Beast Mode with a second touch to stabilize.
The recognition from Complexity throughout that stretch on offense. Somebody needs to get there to put a hand up. They do. But they recognize that V1 are slow to the raid, so they're playing behind the ball. They don't have enough boost to get up and contest. Keep popping it high. Force V1 to burn boost, to stay behind. And if you hold to possession, Complexity should be able to score. And they're doing a very nice job at that. But now they have to worry about the flurry of opportunities that might come their way as V1 put more numbers towards the net.
Beast Mode. Up to the sky, drop down towards Calm, no, but that means Daniel's there. Couldn't get it cleanly, so Calm will play. And it goes wide to the corner where AJG is all over this. Going right after Beast Mode, still forcing him back. And now Calm will take charge out of the corner. That's well communicated by version 1, where it could have been a little hairy there. No hero ball to speak of. Now Daniel missed the read on that one. And downfield, there's CRR. Back and forth these two squads go. Spaceman is neither wants to be the one that blinks here, and one mistake could be catastrophic for either side. Daniel double tap denied by AJG.
CRR or AJG are the first ones back on defense waiting. CRR takes long rotations and is usually waiting for a pass to go awry or an infield cut that doesn't work out before he moves out of his lane. AJG does the same. He's going to leave it for CRR and RazeBull upfield to make these reads. AJG's back in the goal line. That gives freedom and space for RazeBull to do what he does best, control the stealing game and work off the backboard. And now it's this rotation. It's like a lazy Susan offense you see out of Complexity that's putting pressure on V1 to have to get those corner grabs to force the resources low. Complexity doing a very nice job of avoiding some demos upfield, but putting more pressure on those backline defenders as AJG does just that. And they put another one on the board.
You gave me grief earlier. You think anybody knows what a lazy Susan is? You kidding me? Here's AJG. You got to have that. It's a tough read, but version 1 has been so great defensively. That miscue could be oh so costly because goals have been at a premium since the opening game. Daniel out towards Calm and Beast Mode. They both went. That means Beast Mode can be downfield. He got the demolition. Now Calm, second touch. Oh, Calm ties the game.
Stop the bleeding, get upfield, do something about it. AJG gives it to Calm, and Calm handles the rest. Are you kidding? Off the left wheel, upside down, corkscrewing his way into a tie game.
Daniel taught him everything he knows. 2 for Calm now in the series, doubles his total for the tournament. And now it's RazeBull. Try to stay with this for another touch. He's got it to CRR and Daniel there to save the day. And we remain tied at a goal apiece, at a game apiece in this ever crucial series. And everybody in North America and really probably around the world probably have eyes on this one, wondering who will get to the major, who will have a shot at Worlds. RazeBull in behind the defense. Daniel got caught.
Run it again. That's it. It's a slight mistake, and Complexity will punish. There's really nothing to break down here. The RazeBull 50 and the Daniel misread. After all the work that V1 did, they stopped the bleeding. They give up 6 unanswered goals. They finally respond, and they give one right back, and they give one right back. Complexity, 2 in a row.
Well, there's nothing to break down here because the defense is broken down well enough. Just a jailbreak on the kickoff. AJG adds another. He's been a force to be reckoned with. 4 goals, 3 assists, and a run now from Complexity. After a great start out of V1 again, it's been squandered. Raise Bull right down the middle as Daniel can only pop it upfield. It's beast mode there. Calm with 1 demo. Looking for another. He's got it. The net is open. Daniel fires and scores.
The enforcers are upfield now. They're all clicking, and this is what you need. You need demos. You need beast mode to play off-ball offense. You get a big bump on the AJG. You get another one back on the Raise Bull, and you get V1 starting to circle and spread right off of spawn. Raise Bull gets meat with an absolute slap to the back of the Fennec, and it's all over on the goal line. V1 starting to click. Can they add another?
A lot of teams have decided to go for the entertainment factor here in North America today. A lot of shootouts. We've seen games go up to 4-3. We've seen 8-2 score lines. I mean, we've seen just about everything so far today. And now another shootout developing here. AJG has to dance around beast mode. Raise Bull flopping around like a fish as well. And CRR calm and collected at the back. You get the midfield boost, but that is still popped away by Calm. Beast mode comes all the way across the field, and AJG not phased by any of this at all. Complexity weather the storm.
Yeah, you're trying to see a change of hands here, a little bit of a misdirection from V1. You had to leave off from beast mode, a fake touch, but Complexity don't falter. They watch that go by, they play it appropriately, and now they try to get back to the midfield. The CRR goes on the hunt, and Daniel gets 2 touches that gives possession back to Complexity. If Complexity want to spread here, you're going to have to keep the offense up. You don't want to lose numbers, but yet again, another big demo. Does it lead to anything?
Oh, it might. Oh, CRR coming in with the save. Demos all over the field. It is the calm way of doing things here. He'll float one up now for beast mode. Stealing for himself, and AJG gets a savior medal for himself. Another shot, though, coming on, and CRR and AJG combine to stop this one. Another denied by Raise Bull. Everybody on deck now defensively for Complexity in the final seconds, and then they pitch it downfield into the net to put an exclamation point on Game 3.
Oh, the pressure at near post just leaves open a lane dead center. You get a combined pinch, and you get a high five for friendship. That is a beautiful redirect from Complexity to put this game away. And my goodness, off of the opening start from that pause, it has been 9 goals to 2. Complexity are rolling through this best of 5.
What a turnaround now for Complexity. 1 win away from, again, mathematically maybe not eliminating version 1, but certainly digging the hole for them. As we look back at another Mobile 1 high performance replay, and it was high performance all around. Calm with that banger of a goal, and then the pinch to secure it. As we bring Leaf back in, we've had more scenarios kind of play themselves out. Some teams are out. What do you got for us?
I had one more for you here, and it was FaZe Clan versus Dignitas. And while they were eliminated from the Gen G win anyways, Dignitas did lose to FaZe Clan 3-1, which would have eliminated them anyways. They are out from Majors and from Worlds as well.
Kind of a one-hit wonder then, that Dignitas squad getting through the winter, and then the disappointing performance they had there. That was their flash in the pan. They did not capitalize, and well, now you're looking at a version 1 squad that is looking to be very much similar, with Daniel replacing the retiring Torment. And everybody thought, and especially after the Spring Cup, that clearly this was the play. It worked out, right? Maybe not so fast, my friend. Game 4, a must-win in every possible way for version 1.
As a very old producer once said, you gotta work hard to earn it, and you gotta work hard to maintain it. CRR and Complexity have certainly done that. Another brilliant kickoff goes their way, and another opportunity where CRR punishes.
The demolition off to the side as Calm was landing. V1 getting a toast of their own medicine. 21 seconds in, it's Complexity that scores first this time. Raise Bull over towards CRR, intercepted, but AJG has a line, and Calm just barely got there. It's been like that all series long now for version 1, just barely getting in the way of some of these shots. Complexity have had some very inviting lanes to shoot through.
But they haven't had a lot of time to keep the lane open and to get the ball into those opportunities. We saw it in the last game where Beast mode on some of those tactical leave-offs, leaving for Calm, leaving for Daniel. Opportunities where V1 want to set up their teammates for creative looks at the net. But they're not getting a lot of time to let the play develop. That's just thanks to Complexity's pressure, the pace of play, maybe some of the weak touches on the backboard. Chances where V1 should have clears, but they don't. It's going to add up over time as AJG finds a powerful clear, and Daniel leaves it to Beast mode. The double tap of the clear away, the defense from Complexity denies it again.
AJG and Raise Bull, everybody on hand to disrupt that double tap effort. Now only one to beat, no, two to beat as AJG just barely got back, and then Raise Bull right down Main Street doubles the lead.
There it goes, another big chance where you have V1 moving upfield, AJG just contests, and Raise Bull, a long shot, dead center in the back of the net. It's a poke free for Complexity, and my goodness, has this team gone on a tear. 11 goals to 2 in 3-game span. Will it stop? I don't think so. CRR from the elbow, but V1 have to breathe and get back out to midfield.
Oh my goodness. V1 are leaving the net open enough that I might be able to have a go. This is alarming for a team that is usually so good defensively. This catches a deflection and Calm can only roll it out. He's got to make another save like he's farming saves. AJG would know. Here's Daniel. Second touch at least gets us into the corner. And a chance for version 1 if they can stay on the offense, but they cannot. Here comes AJG. He kind of goes squirrely through the corner. CRR just away from Calm, and Daniel needs a second touch. He's got it. And version 1 just looking to find their legs at this point. Again, these best of 5s, you don't get the benefit of that timeout. You got to figure it out yourself.
I mean, that bump in midfield, no harm, no foul. Nobody really gets cut out of position. It works out, but you give the ball back to Raise Bull, and all right, it finally converts.
There you go.
Okay, so there's so much space for Complexity. You're questioning when the pressure's going to collapse for V1. Here it goes. Get Daniel free on the sidewall and let him work. Use that one's prowess that you have, and finally they catch Complexity.
Complexity came into this event at the top of the standings. 36 points now. Version 1, 36 points as well. Something's got to give here. Somebody gets an additional 3 for surviving this. Version 1's back within 1. As Calm will have this to the side. Race to the side, boost won by Raise Bull, so Beast Mode gonna have a tough time getting involved in the play. He'll try. Daniel was in the net for a moment. That's swatted away. Daniel will have it at midfield. And again, swatted out by CRR. Not out of the zone though. Chance for Beast Mode, hard through the wall. And Raise Bull can just doink it back out to center and force Calm to retreat a little bit.
Everybody gets a touch, but V1 are splintering their offense, and off-ball offense is big, finding bumps and little chips inside the goal line, making it more difficult for Complexity to find this clear. This is nice pressure from V1. They just have to convert it. If they can get back upfield and do the same thing, a real good shot at tying up this game.
Very ugly there on the Complexity half, but now V1 back in control. Can they get the critical strike they need? Calm, dish to Beast Mode, and that's well read by Raise Bull, just barely getting a piece of it. And AJG had to take his time, though Calm was bearing down on him. Now Daniel taking this himself through the corner, and that's denied. Out as far as Calm, quickly to Beast Mode. No rest for the wicked here for Complexity as they continue to work, and Daniel tried to pull the string on Raise Bull, who makes another brilliant read. He can do no wrong.
The pressure continues, but it requires a sacrifice. Who's going to fall first? Who's going to be the first victim? Daniel puts it on a silver platter, and V1 try to capitalize, but Raise Bull closes in and sends it on its way. AJG to stabilize, to finish, a 3-1 lead. What a recovery from Complexity.
Doctor Strange-esque from Raise Bull, who just saw everything in advance. What a performance out of Raise Bull in the last 45 seconds. Every single read he needed to make, including the save that triggered the counterattack, and now version 1 truly up against it. Gotta have it here from Calm, and that first touch got away from him, and who else but Raise Bull to send it away to the side. Raise Bull will follow this. No, he'll dish off and heel off back to midfield, but Complexity now holds all the cards, a 2-goal lead with 25 seconds.
There's a big demo. It helps for 2.
Oh,
Are
yes,
you
sir.
kidding? Calm at midfield uses the dark hold back on Complexity.
What a what? Raise Bull didn't see that one coming. Finally, they caught him as Calm gets the demo that springs beast mode, and version 1 trying to claw themselves out of the grave here. 21 seconds remain. Kickoff going the wrong way for them, but it does find beast mode. He has his flip, but he'll just come down to ground. Calm coming in. Daniel waiting patiently at midfield. He's going to be called into action right here with the demo. Somebody's got to jump. It's on the goal line and in. Calm ties it.
All it took was a couple of bumps, and all it takes is patience and poise on the goal line from beast mode. Daniel, Calm, high fives. 6 seconds to go, and we got a tie game.
Version 1 fans watched their team's life flash before their very eyes. Now maybe they can steal this one in regulation. Overtime looming now. Daniel for Calm for the win. Denied. Follow-up beast mode swatted away by CRR. And somehow, someway, we go to overtime.
Series, tournament, major potential, worlds all on the line. You win this, you keep your hopes alive. Race Bull calls game! Are you kidding?
El Toro comes through. Raise Bull. Who else? MVP. Just like that, complexity. Knockout version 1. And now V1, all they can do the rest of the weekend is watch the scoreboard.
That is one of the greatest recovery performances from a professional team I have seen in a best of 5 with this much stakes on the line. Complexity, unbelievable poise, confidence, resolve, everything you need out of a professional team, everything you need out of a championship caliber team, you get it off the pause. That is absolutely absurd what Complexity just pulled off against a storming and confident V1. I don't think there are enough words at the moment to describe how well Razebull, AJG, and CRR just brought themselves forward. As your Mobile 1 high-performance replay shows, that Game 2 masterclass, the Game 3 abomination of the offense, and then moving forward, just the back and forth. I don't have any other words. I mean, Leaf, goodness, man.